Venus energy. I like to say Venusian. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. ATRs are the African traditional religions by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, first of all, salutations to my Madrina, to my Padrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Mystic, and Agi. For all of you that are in the church that are practicing the ATRs, and also those who have left the church but are practicing the ATRs. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for being a support of this platform. What's up, Mama Susan, Gemini in the house? Then I got my Boaz, my Pisces, in the house. Then I have my baby Scorpio. How you doing, sweetheart? I want to say hello also to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. I want to say hello to each and every one of you guys. I do realize we have class tomorrow, Saturday evening. I've been preparing my body for that psychic class. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that already purchased. I gave you time limit Saturday at noon, so we can have the list. I got to do ceremonies over everybody that's a part of the class in order for me to make sure that everybody's protected, and when we open up this psychic realm, we can function effectively without hinder or delay. I want to say also thank you to each and every one of you guys. I don't know if my baby Scorpio got hers. Demetrius got his package, and he was definitely talking about that parasite killer. If you have not purchased that instant, my God, on today, it's open up to all types of pathways. When you get rid of parasites, you'd be surprised over how your life flows so much fluid. I want to say also to each and every one of you guys, those that are aspiring to get your egg on sticks, when we have enough people getting that package is secure, plan to return results in a week. Key said her package is secure. Okay. I want to say I have a lot of things that I'm taking care of. And to each and every one of you guys, even if you don't have intentions of practicing spirituality in a professional setting, just spirituality among your family, among people that you feel comfortable utilizing your spirituality in. This is gonna be a message because I resonate with certain types of people, and if there's other people that look at me and try to redefine who I am. And I want to talk about this because I have a certain energy, frequency, and vibration, and that, it's like casting a net. Everything you grab up in the net is not what you want or usable. People are attracted to my light. Doesn't mean that I'm attracting them into my inner circle. And you got to learn how to decipher what is good, what is proper, and what type of people or clientele that are going to push you in the direction that you're going. There's all types of people out there. I don't judge. I work for a certain type of way for a reason. My subject on tonight, this is grown up, and I want people that really trying to learn about magic, universal laws, how they apply to each and every one of you, no matter you're atheist or whether you are initiated, non-initiated. A lot of times people get perceptions about spirituality and conjure and root work and hoodoo all out of movies. When they face a real spiritualist necromancer, you have all kind of ideas what should go on, to the point that you're expecting this spiritually to shoot fire their ass because you watch so many movies about the conjurer. And if you think that people don't have these images of you, mindsets of you, even in my church, I have to deal with certain people coming. But my subject on tonight of what to attract and why to attract it. My subject is, I am not your genie or your fortune teller. And the reason why I want to talk about these particular descriptions is because when you follow me, if you're following me on YouTube, if you're following me on TikTok or any of my social media platforms, if you go to my website, there's a description about what I actually do. And in my description, I am known or described as a divine healer. Not a holistic healer, even though I know about holistic herbs. I am defined as a divine healer. That means somebody can come into my presence, and because of my divine energy, they can receive certain types of healing. Healing mentally, healing financially, healing physically. Any type of manifestation can take place up on the anointing that is on my life. It is I'm also described as a prophetic pro. This is a male prophet that is so proficient in his skill set as a prophet above other prophets. I am a medium between the divine and man. That's what I go as. And I'm also described as a hex and a curse breaker. That's my description. People come to me and try to treat me like a genie. So let's define genie. It is a spirit of Arabian folklore, not African folklore, not African sciences. So the mere fact that you're stepping to a melanated man with that mindset that he's a genie does not depict African roots, African sciences, and African teaching. It's Arabian folklore. Being a spirit of Arabian folklore, being imprisoned in a bottle or a oil lamp. I don't ever remember telling anybody at any time since I've been practicing magic, no less than I've never described myself as a genie. I just want that clear. But this is what you're expecting. Because your mindset of black magic, your mindset of people that are powerful in the craft, your mindset of necromancers, I've had people help me win the lottery. First of all, if I can create that type of manifestation as a genie, why the fuck would I help you win the lottery when I could help myself win the lottery? Make that make sense. Why would I go to you and grant you the wish to win the lottery when I got myself, my children, my mama? I got enough family members that love money, not like money, that love money. Why wouldn't I grant them that and afford them the opportunity to win the lottery? Why would I fuck with you? Why would I have a job being able to grant wishes when summoned. So you think that Apostle Ely, because he's initiating all these black arts, that he has the ability to grant you wishes. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I have a powder here called Wishes Come True. And wishes are with intention. And we style it up above. I wish above all that the intention or the energy behind the intention or the thought process that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper, is very different than the genie in the lamp. Powerful intention can cause energy to go into your behalf and in your favor to cause some shit to happen. But that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for somebody to be able to blink you out of your situation. You done caused all this shit in your life. You done set all this in motion. You done said what you had to say. You done did what you had to do. And now you want somebody to blink you out of the situation as though it's never happened. You want somebody to blink and make people forget what you said and what you've done. I've never taught that type of teaching. I've never came across that I was that type of person. I believe that you can, with magic, all things are possible. And I believe that there's a certain time, a certain level of energy. And I also believe that you have to plead a case to the divine or the spirits. And they determine what they're going to do. Because they're going to judge that situation. Where are you getting this? If you did, okay, then the word fortune teller, it means this: a person who is supposedly able to predict a person's future by psalmistry, use your palm, or using a crystal ball or similar methods. I ain't told nobody I was a fortune teller. I have never been called. Hold on, take it back. Very few people have called me a fortune teller. And when I got them straight, they stopped calling me a fortune teller. What's up, Tree Aries? When you treat your vessel of God like a genie or a fortune teller, you're trying to say that I go around predicting people's future. I'm a visionary. I receive vision, day vision and night visions. I hear audible voices. I see energy. I see spirits. When I foretell or I prophesy, because that's what y'all call fortune teller. When I prophesy the word of the Lord or the word of the ancestors, that's not me. That's them. I'm being used as a channel to give a message. And whether you obey that message or not is up to you. Just like God gave Jonah instruction, but he decided to go another direction. This is why I don't fuck with black people like that. Because anytime you have a right to change your course or change your action, you can change the outcome of any given situation. Whether you are obedient or disobedient, you can affect the outcome of any given situation. That's what we deal with the laws of probability. And since I'm a scientific Negro, since I really know how magic works, it's not my fault that you refuse to follow instructions. You refuse to accept me for who I am and what I have professed to be. And let me tell you how spiritual is this. And you can take this if you want to. Don't let people redefine you as a spiritualist because of their emergency, their problems, or their situation. People will make you into what they want you to be. Just like they around there taking that Chevette of a man and trying to turn him into a big boss Mercedes Benz. They will turn. It's not that you have not declared and you're not walking in your truth. You got black people, because of what they're doing or not doing in their life, they will try to transform you, redefine you, your energy in a way that you have not even agreed to. Let me get another thing. My spirits are not slaves. Therefore, I'm not a slave. You, with your mentality, are you bulldagging as women that say you a real woman, but you got bulldagger tendencies? You just like a nigga that think you can get your money and you own somebody? I had to break it down like that so you will understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying you lick pussy or don't lick pussy. I don't care either way. What I'm saying is, when you think that your money can buy a blessing, when you don't look at it as an offering, as you don't look at it as a tribute, a form of veneration, a form of currency, that is not my problem, sir or ma'am. In that case, white people would have bought the kingdom a long time ago. That's why they stole our wealth, and they'll turn around and take our wealth and buy our melanin. And they haven't been able to do that because that's not something you can buy. Let me explain this to you, because I know I done said this. I'm not for sale. And I don't even pick up my mama phone call. Matter of fact, she's still blocked. And we talking more now than we did in years. And she's still on block. You don't give me enough money at no time, no day, or nowhere that I'm Batman. We got a red phone that you can call me when you feel like it, and I'm gonna pick up. I ain't never been that person. I don't know what kind of spiritually that you're accustomed to dealing with, and that's why I tell people stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to, because when you bring that bullshit over here with Apostle Ely, when you think you no, we got people that pay membership $3,500, that pay $2,000 membership, $1,200 membership. And they ain't got me on call like that. I don't know. I don't. Let me tell y'all something. I don't attract stuff like that. Most of my people that I really work for is people that respect me and honor me. I'm not your get out of jail free card. If I cared about that, because I don't mind helping you get out of legal trouble. Don't confuse that. But I don't want the reputation is that I'm always getting somebody out of jail for them to keep doing what they're doing so they go back to jail. Let me explain something to y'all hustler. My uncle them told me if you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. I'm gonna repeat that. I was always taught if you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. So all y'all that like to cry after you get caught and you try to make it a national emergency that everybody need to fix your bullshit. And when you ain't got the money to pay for a month worth of commissary, you don't got the money to pay for a month of phone calls. You understand? You ain't got the money to pay for a paid lawyer, not a public defender. What the fuck you hustling for when you ain't got the money to pay for a lawyer, and that don't guarantee that they gonna fight for you? Because you still gotta hire a spiritualist. And you're not gonna hire me for no crumbs. I'll work on your case with a deposit of $1,500. But that don't determine what it's gonna actually cost for me to work your case, depending on whether you got federal charges or state charges. Bitch, I don't care if you got a misdemeanor. You gonna put a $1,500. So something you better buy a candle. If you got a traffic ticket and you want some work done on it, I suggest you buy a candle and let me empower it for you. But if you want me to attend to your court case, you're not gonna have me up and down the road over your Kimberson bill because I didn't put your ass in trouble. You did. And just like your lawyer charged you per charge, I'm gonna charge your ass per charge. So if you can't afford all that, you need to stop hustling. You need to get you a job. You need to stop selling pussy, selling dick, giving up ass. Because you ain't even got the money to clean your ass if you contract a STD. That's bad business. You ain't making enough money selling your ass, male or female, to even pay for the removal of STDs. I'm a hustler. But I hustle things that bring success and prosperity. I don't try to live off my dick. That's why I got a job. That's why I got a retirement. Because I don't care how good the dick is, the dick always cash in. I don't care how good the pussy is, it ain't always cash in. So I got to have a consistent flow of income. I'm going to repeat this. I'm not your genie. I'm not here to grant you wishes. I ain't told nobody, if you follow me, that I was a genie. And if you rub my lamp, I'm an imprisoned spirit. I don't even like the sound of that. I'm a Sagittarius, Moon in Aries and rising sign Pisces. The last thing I want to be is locked up. When a bitch try to bind me, when a bitch try to bring me into captivity, you finna see another side of Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I'm a Sagittarius. I love above all things my freedom. And the last thing I'm gonna let any bitch bind me to sickness, poverty. I have spiritual calamine lotion because broke people, I'm allergic. You can't because of your situation. Now I'm gonna take that back. You can do that. You can go out here and redefine people all you want. That ain't gonna make me be something I'm not. I'm not going to jump up because you call, because you text. You're not that important of a client. You don't kick out, you don't donate like that. You don't support me like that. I have family members married with me right now because of a situation I didn't even get they loved one, our loved one, in trouble. I ain't even reason. I didn't create none of that, those issues that he had. And when I tried to help, you talk all kind of shit. And I promise your brother, your son, that would be the last time I interfered in that. And you think I'm gonna use my conjure, my magic, my whatever I got to help a situation when there's innocent blood that was shed? I don't know who the fuck y'all take me for. Because I practice black magic, you think I go around doing evil shit? I'm sorry that you don't understand energy, frequency, and vibration. That ain't my problem. I'm sorry that all you've been doing is looking at the serpent in the rainbow. I'm not fit to include all this negative karma, not only for me, but for my children to have to continue with. See, God gave me, blessed me on a job that I make decent money so I can pick and choose the clientele that I work for. I don't have to do lame, ignorant shit because you ignorant and I need my light bill paid. I need my rent paid. I need my mortgage paid. You don't. Listen, if I believed in that, if I believed that I was Genie, if I believed that I was a fortune teller, I want to have a pension plan. I didn't say a nigga plan. I didn't say, this says a UPS plan. My spiritual dad had a job. He worked for Publix, and he had his own business. I don't know who the fuck y'all dealing with. I don't care if they I don't know if they're on Section 8 spiritualists. I don't know if they rooming with somebody. I got real fucking bills. I have a real lifestyle. This is a UPS pension. If I was a fucking Genie, what would I need with a pension? And plus, I got free housing because I live in a bottle or oil lamp. If you don't want to follow universal laws, if you don't want to apply yourself in magic, if you don't want to own your own business, if you don't want to have a good relationship, that's fine. But let me explain to you. Let me explain like this. I do not do work to dominate a man or woman to be in a relationship. If I don't do it for me and mine, I have never done it for my mom. I have never done it for family members. I have never done it for my sisters, my children. I have read for them and told them what that nigga was up to or what that niggerette was up to. But most of my family does not do that type of magic. This is why it's so offensive to me when somebody get in a relationship talking about I put a spell on them. That's why I get so offended when people come to my church and talking about I'm doing roots on them, and that's why they at my church. Get the fuck out of here. If your money couldn't set you free, how your money gonna set me free? I have a pension plan, I have a 401k, and I also have stocks. I'm 52 years old. The retirement for UPS is 55. I started at 21. I've always had a business. And I always sold some dick on the side. It's called a side hustle. but it ain't never took care of me. I don't know what you think I'm teaching. I don't know if you think that I'm just here to be a spiritual maid for you. I don't, because I don't know. You in your mind redefine me in other ways. I don't have no control over that. What I do have control over is making it clear. And when you try, I shut your ass down. What's up, my Sagittarius? She always on that grind. That's what I'm talking about. If you decide to not to stay and you decide that you're going to move from job to job, that's your motherfucking business. I'm going to say that again. If you decide to move from job to job and you ain't trying to get vested where you get a pension from any of those jobs, I get a pension if I don't never look back at UPS again. I'm like a woman got in a relationship. I've been married so goddamn long. I'm gonna still get some of his I'm gonna get all alimony and all that shit. I'm gonna get some property, and he ain't gonna never get this pussy no more. And when he get his Social Security, I'm gonna get some of that too. And if I live that fucker, if I live him, then I'm gonna get all his Social Security. I don't know what you out here doing. I don't know why you doing what you're doing. But I wasn't raised a fool. I didn't hear my mama talk to my sister like she a fool. My sister got a career. My sister already invested at the sheriff department. Already. She got a 401k. She got everything I'm doing, she copied it. I don't know what the fuck you doing. And I ain't never taught that in my church. I have never told a young man or woman to be a drug dealer. I've never told them to start them a whole house. And you know I ain't against the whole house because I be at them. But I ain't never told nobody go establish a whole house. Don't get me twisted. I am not the originator of you tricking. But I don't trick with you. But I ain't set you on the course or the path of tricking. I'll take somebody's donation that trick. Because I don't judge. If you gamble, I'll take that too. I'm a non-profit business. I receive any charitable donation. Only thing I don't receive is blood money from innocent blood. I ain't gonna take that. All money ain't good money. What I'm explaining you on today, if you truly are going to follow Apostle Ely, I don't tell these people how to live their life. I'm constantly being blamed for stuff that I would never do. I would never encourage somebody to do. I'm shocked they doing it. I'm shocked. I pass my opinions like everybody else. I crack my jokes like everybody else. Maybe I'm better at cracking jokes or roasting people than most people. But at the end of the day, I'm still passing an opinion because it don't affect my life. Because if I wanted you to affect my life, I'd have married your ass. Let me explain something, ladies and gentlemen. ATRs is not get out of responsibility. ATRs is not going to change what you've already done. I got 3 baby mamas. I'm going to die with 3 baby mamas. None of my voodoo, none of my conjure, none of my mysticism changed any of that. It changed the energy around it, but it did not change what I created. The chief apostle elite is subject to the same universal laws. I don't know why you think that an initiation or a membership is going to change the fucked up behavior that you have or the fucked up pattern that you keep running in your life. If you're going to continue to set every bridge on fire, that's your business. That is your business. If you're gonna self-sabotage till Jesus get back, that's your business. Leave me out of it. I'm not interested. I'm here to resonate who I'm resonating with. I'm here to help people that want to use magic in a methodical, in a rational way. Not you go out here and keep doing bullshit that don't represent or reflect prosperity or success. And you want some magical spell, some candle, some this, some that, Greek bag. Magic ain't here to fix your stupid. It's here to enlighten you energetically. It's here to give you physical strength to accomplish shit you trying to do. It's here to increase your magnetism so you don't have to work so hard. You can attract and don't have to chase. There's a lot of things that magic can do. But when you are in the physical and you're making decisions that send your life in one direction or the other, who can stop it? It's your free will. It's ignorant. It's asinine, but it's still your free will. Magic can help you if you want to be helped. Spirits will help you. And this is what gets me with people. You know I do not deal with low-level spirits. So if I would not take bullshit to Obatala, Ezeli Dontor, or Ezeli Freedom, I wouldn't be taken to Baron Sumsey. I don't go to the cemetery and consult my ancestors about shit I can do for myself. Why would I do it for somebody else? Like, could y'all help me understand? My ancestors are not with the shits. And they're not slaves. They're not going to work hard for me and I don't go out there and make that money. They ain't going to bring clients to me and I don't do the work. They're not going to give me hours and I'm not going to go to work. I'm already committed before I ask them for something. I'm already going to follow suit, whatever I ask them for. That's why I was down in Lauderdale getting the rest of my Shungai, because this class, I want it to be epic, even though it's a beginner class. And I've been charging and detoxing my body because I want certain levels of results. Now, you're not going to do all that because you think that it's going to happen because you whoever you think you will. Let me tell y'all something. This is the kind of teaching that'll keep you out of trouble. This is the kind of teaching will have you with consistent manifestation. This is the kind of teaching that will keep you out of issue with the people, place, and thing. Let me tell you something. You don't have the power. You got power. You walk around here like you got the power. You got energy just like everybody else. And you need to learn, sir and ma'am, to start writing checks your ass cannot cash. And if you're going to live a life going to very spiritually, at least have the understanding what type of spiritualist this is. Because you're not going to pay me no money to dominate a man. Because if it's okay for me to dominate a man, it's okay for me to be dominated and my sons to be dominated. And I'm not with that shit. Now, I remove a domination spell from you, certain men. Just because I don't do those spells, don't mean I don't know how to do them, or it don't mean I don't know how to remove them. I don't practice it because I want to be justified that if I need to remove something off myself or my children. See, it's hard for you to go to the spirits about a type of working that you actually do yourself. That makes you a hypocrite. Energy out, energy in. See, you are attracting the energy you looking for. That's why you're going to find somebody that going to match your energy. Keep on out here trying to do dirty and underhanded shit. And somebody, somewhere, going to embody that very energy. And they're going to have something for your monkey ass. I ain't telling you what not to do with your voodoo, your conjure, your mysticism, whatever energy you practice and how you utilize it. Go ahead, sir. There are consequences for the good that we do and the bad that we do. That's in everybody. But my God and my divine ancestors don't put me in a place that I can pick and choose what I want to work for, how I want to utilize my energy, my check. That's why you don't see people names all in my goddamn quadrant. That's why you ain't got all kind of names and pictures in my Orishas. They don't have all that bad energy they got to fight off. Because I'm out here doing fucked up things, claiming to be a holy man of God. Because you know what? I don't trust Christians. I don't trust people that always try to act like they're a good person. Them the fuckers to watch. Because it seemed like, to me, at 52 years old, all the good-hearted people be doing some fucked up shit. And they want to hide behind their good heart. They want to hide their lies behind their good heart. They messing with people's husbands and wives, but they got a good heart. Okay. But I'm the one practicing black magic. Sir and ma'am, don't let these people, I don't care what they call you, what they label you, don't let them redefine your mission. Don't let them redefine your occupation. Don't let them redefine what you have declared to the world, what you have the capabilities of doing. I can do a lot of things, but I'm not going to do a lot of things for people. And let me tell you something. For some unknown reason, you act like I got more love for you than I got for my own biological mother and father. I want the world to know how psychotic people are around me. That you think I have more an infinity for you than I have for my own biological mother. I don't know how crazy that sounds to y'all, but it sounds real crazy to me. You act like I got more love for you than I have for my own biological sisters and brothers. You think I got more love for you than I got for my biological children. You see how I love on the people that I love, and you think that I am going to do the same. Oh my God. If you disrupt our relationship, it's going to change. Demetrius, Keach, Stormy, certain ones, ain't never did nothing to me. I don't have a reason to be reserved. But some of y'all know you done did shit to me. I don't know what makes you think that I'm gonna jump through the fire for you when you done burned me how many times? I'm smarter than any nigga you done fucked or sucked. What's up? My 69. Raina is in the house. I still had to think about it. This is really important for all y'all going forward. You can't redefine me. I've already put descriptions out there what I do, how I operate. And yes, I'm a warrior. But I'm not for to fight every battle. I'm not for to fight every war. I'm not a person that just gone. I'm 52 years old. I have nothing left to prove. I done did all that while I was young. I got track records. I have resumes. I have clients. If I'm gonna put myself in harm's way, it won't be for no bullshit. I need y'all to understand that. You better get some of these other rookie people that got something to prove and see what they're gonna do for you. Because you're not gonna come over here and redirect me and redefine me. And you're not gonna be met with the correct description. I'm a divine healer. I'm a prophetic pro. I'm a hex and a curse breaker. When you get consultation from me, I say I do shadow readings and I do destiny readings. I'm very clear about nobody walks into my consultation before. I tell everybody I'm a natural necromancer. I'm a natural conjurer. I really don't care for the title or the description of witch doctor and root worker, but I take that over the rest of this shit. Calling me a chief voodooist, I take that. Even though I'm an extraterrestrial, I'm a divine source. I'm divine energy. But everything don't offend me. Everything don't insult me. When you call me a witch, that insults me. That insults the fuck out of me. 48 hours, 49. Let me tell you something. And I'll tell you why. When you call me a witch, even though it's a Caucasian colonist term, you minimize my ability. You take away my divine nature. You take my cosmic and chaos energy away from me. Bitch, I'm a Sagittarius. I would never settle for that. I ain't against nobody want to be labeled as a witch. That's your opinion. That's your description. But me in my temple, oh no. You're not going to call me a witch or warlock either. I'm far superior to that. That type of energy and that type of magic. Why you think I like Haitian voodoo? Those Loas, they are fifth dimensional creatures. They're cosmic. That's where I fuck around at. And that still don't mean I'm your genie and I'm your fortune teller. You don't hear me talking about angel numbers? I think about out of all the stuff that gonna go in the spiritual community, you don't hear Apostle talking about that kind of stuff. I talk about my numbers of manifestation. I stay in my lane. I don't try to be something I'm not. I don't have time for it, and definitely ain't got time for it at 52. And you're gonna call me, but I got videos out here that you're not listening to. Because if you were listening to my videos, you wouldn't be calling me with those kind of questions. Especially when you're not paying me like that. And if you were paying me like that, you still would not get that out of me. I'm not here to deceive or mislead. I don't care if you don't apply my teachings. It's not my life. I presented to melanated people based off what Minister Mario, son of Achosi, told me, that everybody did not grow up like me. So out of consideration that you had no spiritual home training, that you don't understand certain things, you don't come to me and you ain't got your shit together to get to work. You don't come to me if your mind ain't made up. I'm not here. I have not been here, and I will never be here for you to vent your problems to. If you're not trying to solve your fucking problem, if you ain't trying to change your ways, you ain't trying to renew your mind, I'm not the guy for it. I don't have time for it, y'all. I'm looking for people that want to learn, want to grow, want to develop, want to know how a TI is. I'm not looking to resonate with people that want to hear what they want to hear. There's plenty of card readers, astrologers out there that will tell you everything you need to hear and make you feel good. It ain't coming to pass, but that ain't what you're paying for. You're paying for them to make you feel good. That ain't what you paying me. I always tell people, you did not give me $150 a consultation for me to sit here on my ass and lie to you. Because I ain't going to do it. Not for $200, not for $500, not for $1,100 an hour. I'm not going to sit there and lie to you and bullshit you. I ain't going to tell you stuff I don't see. I ain't going to tell you stuff I don't hear. I ain't going to tell you stuff I don't believe. I don't care. I got my own reputation. I got my own brand. And my brand is, he's a truth teller. That's what my brand is. That's how I make my money, because I tell the truth. Whether somebody give $5 to a donation, a super chat, somebody give $100 or $50, I guarantee it's not over a lie. If somebody send me an offer, a Zelle or PayPal, I guarantee it's not over a lie. When somebody give me gas money or donate to my causes, it will not be over a lie or misleading information. What's up, Jealous Sweet in the house? How you make your money, I ain't here. That ain't up for debate. That's your business. I'm talking about how I prosper and how I keep the energy over here. When people want to hear something real, something realistic, something transparent, and something truthful, they come to my live. They listen to what I have to say about energy, frequency, and vibration in everyday life. You're not going to come over here and redefine me because you have a need for something. I am who I am. I serve like I serve. You're not going to put the rush on me even if you pay me 10 grand. If you tell me, Apostle, I'm going to give you 10 grand right now, I want you to hurry up and fix me an egg on stick. If I tell you it takes 21 days for that egg on stick to be prepared, I'm going to tell you to Zelle me and I'll see you in 22 days. Because on my website, it said no refunds. You can say anything you want to say. The rules apply to everybody. That keeps you safe and that keeps me safe. If you ain't got no respect for that, all y'all think y'all so special, you gonna bypass the website, you gonna bypass Monique or anybody else that you so special. You gonna bypass all that. That's your business. No sugarcoating over here. Absolutely. I don't have time for it. You don't want to go through the proper channels. Unless I tell you it's okay for you to text me or do all that shit. Cause I don't. That's on me. Hey, head CEO over here. But if I ain't told you that, ask Trevor. I tell them in a minute, you don't pay my phone bill. You tell me I've been calling you and calling you. I don't give a goddamn. You don't pay my phone bill. Which one of my members done pay my phone bill? Triana been knowing me 30 years. She ain't never paid my phone bill. She call it like she paid, but she do not pay my phone bill. Y'all got me fucked up. It's crazy, and like I said, I don't know it's because of bad relationship you got with other people, and they allow you to do those things. And I can't speak on that because I don't know that. I'm just telling you, it's not over here. My members of my church don't take care of me. They not gonna tell me what the fuck to do. Not over here. Now you might tell your pastor to vote them in and vote them out. All that's fine over there. I'm talking about over here. I'm waiting on my check to deposit to pay my mortgage and the church rent. Not now one of them members of mine is paying the rent for apostolic faith of Jesus Christ. If it was left up to them, all my shit be out the door. I don't know what you got to get. I work for mine. I teach people how to achieve through working, whether it's for a job or for a business. And some of y'all, I try to tell y'all about what you're doing wrong, and you're making it hard for yourself, but at the end of the day, it's your life. You can make your bed as hard as you want to. You can make your bed as hard as you want to. You can burn down any bridge you want to burn down. Do not think Apostle Ely going to sit here and fight. I'm not going to do it. You can make your head as hard as you want to. You can ignore all the signs, the knowledge, the wisdom, understanding. That's your prerogative. But what you ain't going to do after you get through doing all of that, is think I'm for to get out my recliner for your bullshit. You think I'm going to put on drawers and a pair of shorts because you fucking around in your life. If I want to sit nude, that's my business. I get up when I want to. I work hard to be in the position that I am. And I work hard for my clients to bring them returns. Yeah, I'm telling you, we headed some places, and I need all this shit to get. I need to get it under control. You rather me have this conversation like this than face to face. Cause if you don't think I'm a very confrontational person. I'm very nasty. I do nice things. People say swear to God, I'm nice. And a lot of things they think I'm being nice is really, I don't care what them people doing. Why I ain't saying nothing? Because I don't care. It ain't my situation. If you were fucking messing up my money, I show you I care. I don't give a goddamn what you feel. About me and mine, oh yeah. I can show you. If I won't stand up for me, I have no absolute problem doing that. But when you doing what you're doing, let me tell y'all something. What people don't understand about me. If you married, and if your wife or your husband finance the bullshit you do, I have an opinion. I don't have a problem. Let me clarify that. If you are married and your husband or wife fund what you do, Chief Apostle Samuel Jr., I have an opinion, but I don't have a problem. I hope that's clear. If you fucking a nigga, or that nigga fucking you, if it's a same sex, he ain't skiing on me. He ain't skiing in me. He ain't skiing through me or over me. I don't care. I got an opinion, but I ain't got a problem. You want me to have a problem because you want me to get involved because of my standards. But if I get involved, I got a problem with you and him. And you don't want me involved because I'm going to start with the source. I'm going to start with who originated the problem. I ain't going to start in the middle of the story where you want me to start. You can tell me anything. I'm going to read it. So I recommend that you don't try to make me a part of your problem. Because I'm a problem solver. And I'm going to get the blood from the turtle and the butter from the duck. That's what I'm great at. If you really trying to solve a problem, I'll help you. But if you're going to make a 40-year journey out of 3 days, that math don't work for me. Sir, it don't work for me. I respectfully decline. There's other spiritualists that you can go and interact with. I'm not that person. I'm excited about what's going to take place tomorrow on Saturday. As above, so low. It's going to be Saturn energy. And I'm going to represent for my students. While you looking at me, you need to ask yourself a question. If he that smart, if he that skillful, if he that anointed, why am I so fucked up and I interact with that man? How you be around a man of knowledge and ignorance? That's the question. How do you be around a man that got literally 30 years in UPS and you ain't held a job and maintain a job? How you be around a business owner, a homeowner, and none of that rubbed off on you? That's not my problem. I have been a cloud of witness before your monkey ass. I'm not in and out of relationships. I know how to fuck and come home. I don't know if you took that class or not, but if you ain't worth my time or build my life, I know how to fuck and come home. And if I bring somebody to my house, I remove all the sheets that we had our festivities on. I don't keep them sheets. I throw them out. I don't fuck on the same sheets. That's me. Those are not the same pillow covering. And I don't keep pillows that long. Ask Mother Susan. I buy so many pillows because I be fucking in the car and everything. And I need to be comfortable. I'm too old to be cramped up and back hurting. So I need some cushion. But that is no here, no there. I want to see you guys tomorrow. We'll have a great time. I'm doing a lot of detoxing, and I got my grids set up. So I'm like very, very in tune with Mother Earth and Father Sky, so I can do some real psychic work. I really appreciate y'all that support me for real. That really trying to learn country. Really trying to have a life that's worth talking about. That you don't have to Facebook flodge. You can be real and authentic. And that's what I'm about. I'm about living my reality. I'm not living no regrets. I'm as Tree Runner and that remember my shirt. I buy all kind of um, delicious desserts from fine bakeries, and half the time I don't even eat it. I buy gourmet cookies. I give it away. I just like buying it. Sometimes I eat, but for most part I don't eat it. I buy wine that I don't drink. I buy tequila that I don't drink. I'ma live, and I live with no regrets. And ain't nobody gonna redefine me because it fits your situation, your problem, or your emergency. All right. God bless you. I'll see y'all tomorrow.